What up, sunshine? Background would change by later because there's still sun outside. I really apologize if I will touch my hair a lot because here's 50 facts about me. Random hand gestures, here we go. So first fact about me is that my full name is Mary Dominica Mistuklayan. According to my parents, my name should have been Princess Dominic Duklayan or just Dominic, but my Tita Mai decided to add Mary because it means happy. Ykky is my nickname. In my baby book, my actual nickname was Apple because my face looks like an apple. Next is, no one calls me Ykky aside from my family, but everyone seems to call me Ykky nowadays, so it's fine. I'm 16, turning 17, and next is, I'm one of the first babies born in 28th of July 2001 in that hospital that I was born in. I grew up in Zambales with my grandparents almost my whole life. And speaking of Zambales, I don't know how to speak in Zambal, but I can understand when people are having a conversation. Kay ko tanda manambali. Tatay smokes while telling me bedtime stories during afternoon. So I have a weak lungs. People say I'm mature when it comes to thinking, even though when I was younger, when I was like 8 or something. And the reason now that it's mostly because I grew up with my grandparents. Advices, I'm actually kind of good at that because I grew up with Bob Ong, Marcelo Santos, and Papa Jack. I'm an only child. One of my pet peeves is when people think that once you're an only child, you're spoiled, you get everything that you want, because boy, I tell you, I work hard for it and I earn it. Growing up, I didn't really feel the dilemma of being an only child because I grew up with my childhood best friend whose house is right beside ours. Her name is Pau. Everyone who took care of me almost gave up because I would cry a lot, like a lot, until the morning, and I wouldn't stop. The only thing that would make me stop is my grandma's photo because I love my grandma so much. I can't sleep if I didn't take a bath. I was so eager to go to school when I was around 2 or 3 just because my grandparents were teachers and they would always bring me to school. But my parents were like, no, you can't because you're too young. So I started school when I was 4. I didn't plan to take IGCSE arts. It's just that there's a lot of rumors that the teacher is such a terror teacher. But now I love arts. I super love arts and the art teacher. Next is, I just took the subject chemistry during IGCSE because I loved explosions. I regret taking chemistry because I didn't understand anything during my whole 3 years of taking chemistry. I was such an active student when I was younger. Like, kahit ano pa yan, G. Editorial writing, cartooning, pageants, name it, I joined it. Speaking of pageants, I'd always get best in talent while using the same talent declamation piece over and over again. I'm not that sporty, so when we have intramurals in school, I would play chess and Scrabble instead. During elementary days, aka 4th grade until 6th grade, our house is literally near our school. Like, it's literally walking distance, but I would take a tricycle because I thought it was too far and I'd always be late. I got into a detention, like a major one, where they didn't allow me to go to school for 1 day when I was in 3rd grade. But I graduated with honors during elementary, and that's something I'm proud of. Oh yeah, my first pet, I named him Lucky. Because, you know that noodles in Philippines, that pancit canton? Yeah, that one. It's like, whenever I call him, it will be like, Lucky me, noodles! Next is, I love receiving letters from people, or even giving letters, because I just feel like someone took time to write letters, and that's not even a thing anymore. Next is, I started traveling alone when I was 8, and I started studying here in Dubai when I was 12, which is grade 7. So basically, I grew up in Philippines. I speak fluent Filipino. I can read Arabic, but I cannot understand it. Next is I have more than one Twitter account. Not one, but 2 or 3, you never know. But I started using my main account more now. My favorite city is Amsterdam. And yeah, aside from Amsterdam, my favorite place would be the Abra place, because it's just so relaxing. Thank you, Atisel, for introducing me to that. Next is I easily forget names. It's not something I'm proud of, but like, I can't remember names. I just remember their face or like their story. For example, you'll be like, oh, do you remember this person who eats a lot of shawarma? I'm like, oh yeah, I remember, but not their name. I live for the moments when I'm with my friends or just laughing. It doesn't really need to be anything fancy. I just like to be with them. Like, those are the moments that I live for, when you're with your friends. And yeah. My face is so expressive. I don't know, but it's to the point where people can see me change my mood from one to another. And it's annoying because I cannot hide it. I love horror films so much, but I don't hate it with passion, but I dislike romantic films. I'd watch rom-coms, but not like romantic drama movies. Next fact is that I don't cry in movies, or I don't even cry at all. I mean, I don't know, sometimes I just want to cry, but I'm just emotionless. Like, we watched the movie Coco, and Marlene and Louisa was literally, but I wanted to cry. It's just that I don't know, I can't cry. Like, I feel it inside, but then the tears are not there. I'm scared of stepping on someone's grave. In Philippines, we call it nicho. Then I feel like it would break anytime if you step in the middle and someone would just pull my feet. Like, in the middle of the night, I would randomly message people and just ask them to tell me stories. I don't know, it doesn't make me feel sleepy, but it calms me down. I don't know, it's just recently that I hate birds, but my first pet or pets were 2 lovebirds, and I named them Putilan and Asulan. Well, my cousin, Kuya Jim, named them Putilan and Asulan because of that TV show in Philippines before, which is Mulawin, and they're like birds. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video and you were able to get to know me more. Well, that's the point of this video, but like, okay, yeah. And if you have any video suggestions, just comment it down below. And keep being a ray of sunshine to everyone you meet. Bye! We put the good